Yeah, Big Baby Che TV. Like, comment, sub, and let's talk about it, right? So basically, right, a defensive coordinator said this about Lamar Jackson. He said, "I don't care if he wins league MVP 12 times. I don't think he'll ever be a one as a quarterback, right?" And that is from an anonymous NFL defensive coordinator, right? From a quote from the Athletics Mike Sandow's NFL QB tier list, meaning Mike Sandow does a list of tiers every year of quarterbacks, right? And Lamar Jackson was on tier number 2, right? To give y'all context, tier number 2 had Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, right? Essentially. And it's basically the difference is between tier 1 and tier 2 is that, quarterback has one or more deficiency that doesn't lead them to lead a team. But the tier 1, they can lead any team, any offense, and all these things, right? See, for me, I just find it funny how all these weirdo NFL coordinators and all these people have such a hate for Lamar Jackson. Now, I'm not saying this dude is like a former NFL MVP like 3-4 years ago, 5-7 years ago. No, this was 2 years ago. He was the MVP of the league. Meaning not only his peers, but writers and people who actually watch the game and have votes in the game, they said this is the best player in the league. And it wasn't even close. It was unanimous. The first unanimous MVP in the league, right? And for them to say this just shows who they are. This just shows how goofy they are. Now, let me tell y'all something, man. Last year, Lamar didn't have a great season. That's completely fine. Well, take in that about 19 players on the roster got injured. He was playing with backups, bro. Let me tell y'all something. Lamar Jackson was playing with backups. Y'all remember when J.J. Redick talks about Bob Cousy was playing against plumbers and garbage man and all these things? Well, Lamar was literally playing with plumbers, garbage men, and electricians, man. These are dudes that got signed off the practice squad that were in their mama's basement about 3 weeks ago, and all of a sudden you're playing starting cornerback or you're playing starting running back for the Baltimore Ravens in week 8 of the NFL season. See, these coordinators don't like Lamar because he's not traditional. What do I mean by that? I don't just mean about his playing style. Because the way Lamar plays is exactly or very similar to how Cam Newton played. You know what I'm saying? The way Lamar plays is very similar to how Russell Wilson plays, except Russell Wilson slides a lot more than Lamar. That start off with 1. And 2, he's way slower than Lamar. And also, 3, Russell Wilson is that prototypical, cookie cutter type of quarterback. He is that whitewash nigga type dude. I'm just going to say it. But Lamar is a swagged out Florida kid, right? Who is not, not the average prototypical expectation of a quarterback, right? He's different. That's why boomers don't like him. That's why NFL coordinators go behind the scenes. They don't even put their face to it. They say quotes like this because for them, they don't care if he wins 12 MVPs. They don't think he can ever be a tier 1 quarterback. Who are the tier 1 quarterbacks we're talking about? Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, Josh Allen. Surprisingly, they put Herbert on there and they put Joe Burrow on there. Now, for me, personally, as a Ravens fan, I always see Lamar as tier 1. And I think if we're really being objective, Lamar Jackson is clearly a tier 1 quarterback. I would put him above Herbert. I'd put him above Joe Burrow, right? Let's just imagine if Lamar Jackson had a receiver like Jamar Chase. Let's imagine Lamar Jackson had a whole roster like the Chargers. I'm not saying that, Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow aren't great. Of course they are. But to put them above Lamar Jackson, and they have barely had 2 full seasons of play, that's ridiculous to me. I can't go for that. And this is what's happening in the league. These boomers, there's going to be a generational shift, and it's starting to happen now. You have a lot of players who are coming out more like Lamar Jackson. You have a lot of Justin Fields in there. Trevor Lawrence is almost like a Lamar Jackson prototype. Dual threat, great runner, great at passing the ball as well. It's just that Lamar Jackson gets the criticism because he ain't prototypical. He ain't, quote unquote, your average quarterback. Now, is it riskier to run? Yes. To be around the first quarterback, yes, it is. But take it in. Joe Burrow broke his ACL. He's a pocket quarterback. Missed the whole season. Right? Peyton Manning missed the whole season. Neck injury. Pocket quarterback. Tom Brady missed the whole season. ACL. Pocket quarterback. See, we have to recognize that the NFL is just a brutal sport, fam. And it doesn't matter if you're in the pocket or outside the pocket. I'm telling y'all right now, Lamar Jackson is going to have an amazing season, and I don't see anything changing. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Big Baby JTV, like, comment, sub. I'm out, bro.